Hello again, everyone. This is Akoto, and this is All the Mods 7, Episode 4. And today we've got a lot to do and a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. So today I updated the pack, and as you may have been able to tell, we've actually made a few changes here and there with some of said updates to the pack. This is not new, this is still decoration with the hanging plants, but you'll see that we now have a statue out here in the foyer from Supplementaries, and that's right, Supplementaries got added to the mod pack, as well as a few other things. So if you go look in here, not only did we get the Supplementaries mod, which is a whole bunch of different stuff, including these hanging signs, which are really neat. I actually have one inside my house now. And various other different things, like the statue I showed you. You get an hourglass, a goblet, like all of these cool decorative touches. Sacks, which is fun. Jars, all sorts of different stuff, like a little cage that you can actually use to keep birds or insects in. So those are all kind of fun, but then the other thing that got added that actually got me very excited is the cyclic mod. So if you've ever played around with the cyclic mod, you know how fun this mod can actually be as far as all the different things that you can do with it. So it has a ton of different stuff, including these charms, which are incredibly useful, like the fire charm, the void charm, which saves you from falling into the void, which is really handy to have. The empty sack of holding, a storage bag for magical stuff, the wings, so the ender wings, which will take you back to different places, the ender sack. Lots of really cool stuff in here. So it's really nice to have access to this again, because this is one of the mods that we actually had in all of Fabric 4 that I was really kind of missing. So especially for things like this fire charm, which we're definitely going to be putting on our list of things that we want to get. And then also there's a torch launcher in here now, which is great. But yeah, the updates they've made to this. So I have 46 pages of stuff, which is a lot. But they've also added things like Macaw's bridges, just got put in there as well, so you can make bridges go into different places around your world. Roots Classic, which has a lot of different kind of off-the-wall kind of armor and mods and weapon mods. So they've added a ton of new stuff in here, and we're going to play around with quite a bit of it. But one of the things that we're actually going to play with today is this. Let's go find our jar. We have a milk jar, which is kind of fun. You can put milk in it, and you can attach it to your multi-block cooking for blockheads setup here, which is fantastic. However, you can also grab this anvil, and with just a little bit of work, you can do this. It's so ridiculous, yet so Minecrafty that you can't not love it. So, and then you just pick it back up, and now we have a cow in a jar. And all you do is basically dig a hole that's like 2 deep. Hello, Mr. Tasmanian Devil. You dig a hole that's 2 deep. You put a cow in it with the milk jar at the very bottom of the hole, and you drop an anvil on him. Ta-da! Cow in a jar. It's so ridiculous, yet so Minecrafty, that it's just one of those things that if you haven't done it, and you've got access to this mod, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? You gotta try this at least once. And now that we're back home, let's go ahead and put our cow in a jar on the shelf here so that it will attach to the rest of our multi-block. So now, anything we need that requires... I don't have any in here right now, but anything that we need to make that requires milk or bottles of milk, we will have automatically, because we have our cow in a jar here, and that basically will create unlimited milk for us. Because, hello, how are you? I'm a sick guy sometimes. I really am. So we do have that, which is fantastic. We have all of these new mods we can play with Cyclic and everything. I sort of upgraded this a little bit. Now we have these panels, which are sideways slabs. And I never thought I wanted sideways slabs in Minecraft until now, because this looks great, because they're right in front of our furnaces, sort of hides our furnaces, and they're filled with bamboo, because I'm going to use that as a fuel source after this thing is out of coal. We've already got this set up for fuel input from the front. So we've got these two spruce cabinets that are going to be fuel input, and then we'll still have our inputs for the different stuff here and output right there. So we've got a little bit more stuff to go ahead and put in here. But today, since we've got our food basically sorted at this point, we're going to be surviving on burritos, chimichangas, fish and chips, sushi, stuff like that. So since we've got that pretty much sorted, I want to go ahead and do a little bit of building around here, because we haven't done a whole lot of building in our all the mods series here. And if there's anything I like doing in Minecraft, it's building. Now, obviously, we've built the farm out here. I put another layer out, one more layer that's got like corn and pepper and some other stuff in it as well, so we can sort of increase our diet options over here. So we basically have different food options for the different seasons. Like corn grows in the fall, pepper grows in the summer. You've got oats over there. We've got some flax growing, so we've got a source of blue dye and also string. Unfortunately not wool, because you can't make the flax into wool. Potatoes, carrots, basic stuff, basically, and a few other things over there. So we have plenty of different food options. So our food's pretty much sorted at this point. I went ahead and set up an automated, well, semi-automated way to get the worms and fertilizer out of here. I moved this over here, and you might be wondering what this chest is for. Well, I'm not going to tell you yet, because first I'm going to show you what the other chest is for. And that other chest is down here on this elevator. So if we take the elevator down, this is something I mentioned in the last episode that I was thinking about doing, is basically making a tunnel that goes underneath our base all the way up there, so that it makes it easier for us to have access to getting to the ground level rather than having to go up and down the mountain. So now we can just go up and down this elevator from our storage room down here to this little tunnel. But that's not all, because outside each side of the tunnel, we have this, a big redwood growing. Now, I'm sure you all have seen pictures of the very famous Redwood Arch in Redwood National Park that you can drive through. Well, that's kind of what I want to do here, except I also want to make a tunnel out of it. So we have big redwoods we've grown on both sides, and of course I've sculpted them a little bit, and we'll probably come back and do a little bit more work on them to make them look slightly more realistic. And we're going to make a tunnel out of the rest of it. And all of the things we need for the tunnel are right in here. So we've got some deep slate tile slabs, we've got redwood, planks, slabs, stairs, regular logs, and 20 of these cobblestone lamps, which are real easy to make. So if you go over here and take a look at the cobblestone lamp, cobblestone lamp is glowstone and cobblestone, and it gives you 4. Which is fantastic. And they look a lot like industrial kind of lights that you would see in a tunnel like this. So we're going to make this tunnel, we're going to build it up a little bit, and have this tunnel go all the way through the mountain, so we can just go up and down and then go either north or south out the tunnel to get back down to ground level. And the way we're going to do that is in our first building montage of this particular playthrough of all Mod 7. So building montage is incoming for the tunnel, and I think you're going to see what I've got in mind for it right off the bat, because I think it's going to look really, really good. So let's get to the montage and enjoy. So this probably isn't its final form, but I'm pretty pleased with the way this is turning out here so far. Like the arch here needs a little bit of work, obviously. We'll probably do some like trapdoor action or something over here. And the panels, unfortunately, don't come in redwood. They only come in like the main wood type. So I had to put in acacia ones here instead of redwood. So, it is what it is. But I'm really pleased with the way that this turned out, especially with these little things right here. These are jungle support brackets out of Builder's Craft and Additions, and I think those actually worked out pretty well. So it's very redwoody. And then the last thing I wanted to do here before we finish this off is this. See how that's going to look. And I think that's different enough that it will sort of offset. I mean, it's very much the same color, but it's different texture, and I wanted to have these as stripped logs in here rather than just looking like regular redwood logs. But now we need to talk about this. And this, yep, it's an enchanting setup. So now we've just got to figure out what we want around this particular enchanting setup here. And I've got a couple of ideas that I think are going to look really, really good. So it's time for building montage number 2. Let's go. And I bet you were thinking while you were watching that particular montage, Kodo, what the hell are you doing? That looks kind of strange. Well, I'm hoping it looks a little bit less strange now, and you're kind of getting the idea here. I don't know if I'm in love with it or not, but I like the idea. So the idea is, okay, so the one log house is like a big tourist trap, right? It kind of is. I mean, it was built as a house, but then they turned it into like a gift shop, and they sell CBD there. And all sorts of interesting stuff. So I thought, well, I mean, any kind of place like that is going to have a gift shop next to it. So the idea is that this was here first as like this little gift shop. They pulled the one log house up next to it. But the gift shop has kind of gotten dilapidated over the years. And this is the framing of the house, and then the wood is actually sort of a facade that was put on, and it's kind of flaked off over the years and gotten overgrown with these different bushes. So I wanted to use the netherwood leaves and the white cherry blossoms with it to give it sort of this like kind of almost magical kind of feel to it, and keeping with the same kind of build palette. So we've still got a lot of reds and oranges and things like that, but we've used different types of logs rather than just using more redwood, because I like redwood. I like the way it looks. I like the color of it. I like the fact that you got this like kind of reddish orangey hue to it. It's really, really nice, but I wanted to do sort of different colors. So we're using netherwood planks, netherwood logs, and the cherry slabs for the bottom here. Plus, and then we've got like the bookcases sort of hanging off of these brick chains, which are from another new mod called Additional Lanterns. I have bookcases hanging from chains in here. I've got a copper chest, sort of goes along with the same kind of color scheme, where we've got our lapis hiding and probably any kind of enchanted gear. And then, of course, like the willow bars, I think made good framing material. I mean, you could use a different color, but I decided to use that just to give it a little bit different hue than just reds and oranges. And then I really like these netherwood leaves for the netherwood trees. They're really neat looking. So, as are the white cherry blossoms. So I tried to go with those. And like I said, I don't know if I'm in love with it yet. I tried as you can see, I tried using these dark shingle roofs on here. I don't know how I feel about them. I don't know how I feel about this build in general. I think I like the concept. I like the idea. I just don't know if I'm in love with the build itself. I mean, maybe it'll grow on me. I'm not sure. But I kind of just like the idea of this like overgrown little house over here that I haven't done anything with other than put my enchanting setup in there. And then my regular house that I've spent all my time on, you know, because it's my one log house, no soliciting. If you're a wandering trader, you're putting your life in your hands coming over and talking to me. Get off my property! But while we've got this built, let's go ahead and see if, and we've got 32 levels down here, let's see if we can actually get a few good enchantments going on. So, efficiency 4, that's not terrible at all. Bane of Arthropods, that's awful. Let me guess, efficiency 4, yeah. So, I made this as well, this Crimson Iron Pickaxe, because it does have an obsidian level mining, so I can mine up to and including diamond at this point. And I believe obsidian too, so we've basically got a tool that's as good as a diamond pickaxe in a renewable form, so I can just go ahead and repair it with these crude repair kits. So let's see. The hammer seems to be what we use the most of, so I think we should try and get... What do we got? Efficiency 4 and a breaking 3. Hey, cool. Nice. All right, that's kind of what we wanted. So we do want Silk Touch on... Ooh, Life Leech. Nice. We do want Silk Touch on this, too. We want to get Silk Touch and Fortune at some point, because just like, you know, regular 1.17, Fortune is king in 1.17 and beyond, because with Fortune we can get even more resources, which we think can then double again, and using our ore hammer, and go from there. But we do need to get some better enchantments. We need to get some steel too, and steel I actually, thanks to Mr. Super Turtle, link in the description, because he... Remember how I was telling you last episode, it's just amazing how watching the divergence between our two series, how he's going completely in a different direction? Well, yeah, he's going bees, and he's got some just ridiculous resource generation going on with the bees, to the point where I'm thinking about getting into the bees myself, although it's really intensive, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get into bees or not, but thanks to him, I know how to actually make steel in this pack, because if you go over here and look at steel... So, steel dust. How do you make steel dust? It's real simple. You take iron dust, coal, and a hammer to make steel dust. Now, it does take 4 coal and 1 iron dust to make 1 steel dust. It's very, very intense. So, and how do we get the iron dust? Well, that's easy. You take a hammer and our raw iron. So, we're going to have to do some mining at some point. But not right this second, because... we do need to get steel to make a certain couple of things like solar panels, so we can get some actual power generation going over here. But one of the things that I want to build for certain is the Salvager. The Salvager is amazing because it can break down items into their components. So if you go over here and look at the different things that you can do. So let's take a look at, for instance, I've got 5 diamond horse armor. So if you take one of those and put it in the Salvager, you get 6 diamonds and leather. So basically that's 30 diamonds just sitting there that I can salvage up. I wonder if you can salvage up old tools. That'd be kind of cool too. All right. So we're going to build this Salvager, and we're going to salvage some stuff. So it takes 4 crimson iron, obsidian, block of iron, and piston. So let's go ahead and go to the block of iron. Let's make one of those. Let's see. We need a piston. Let's make one of those. And I think we've still got crimson iron. Do we have obsidian? Let's find out. We do have obsidian. We can make the Salvager. Fantastic. All right. So that's our Salvager. Doesn't even need power. Basically, you just put this in here, and it starts breaking it down, which is amazing. So it's so nice. Now, it does not have any kind of... Here we go. Diamonds and leather. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So it doesn't have any kind of inputs like... let's grab our rest of our diamond horse armor. Let's grab this old diamond pickaxe, see if we can salvage it too. So it doesn't have any kind of inputs like the furnaces do, unfortunately. So if we wanted to automate this, we'd have to put, like a hopper setup or some sort of piping setup into it. But that's okay. Can we salvage this? Oh my goodness, we can salvage the pickaxe. What do we get out of it? Well, we don't get all of the diamonds back from it, but we get 2 diamonds back, which is still better than none for an almost broken pickaxe. That's great. Okay, so I wonder if we can we salvage armor too? Ooh. We can salvage old armor. Oh, this is a game changer right here. All right. Well, so we've got that up and running. So what are we going to do for the rest of the episode today? Well, I got a couple of ideas. And one of the ideas is I definitely want to go ahead and go sculpt this mountain out here so that we've got... Oh, darkness. Darkness bad. Darkness bad. Hang on, let's sleep first and then we can discuss what we've got going on. So I definitely want to get that mountain actually sort of sculpted down around our farms here for sure. And another thing I want to do is I want to go back to the Nether because I want to find a Nether fortress if we can to get started on just getting the blaze rods and the Nether materials that we need for a couple of the next steps. I'd love to say I'd like to go over and start doing some stuff with villagers, but the problem is there are blood moons in this pack. I didn't realize that. So I went downstairs to mine, and it showed a blood moon was coming up. And I was like, oh, well, that kind of sucks, but, I'm down here and I'm safe, so I can just keep mining. And I've got a mega torch that I put behind the house, so I don't have to worry about mobs spawning in my, direct area. The problem is that they didn't have the same protection. So all the villagers in my village got eaten, which means we got to go find another village somewhere. I would love to actually have this made to go to the Nether, this fire charm, to make sure that I'm, immune from fire and all that. It takes 3 blocks of iron, but it also takes blaze rods and crystallized amber. So we can't really do that yet, unfortunately. So we're going to have to just do it the old-fashioned way, which is take a whole bunch of blocks with us. I'll basically take 4 stacks of deep slate, since I've got a ton of it. We're going to turn it all into slabs, so we've got even more material. There we go. So we've got, 8 stacks of slabs? That should be more than enough. We've got torches. We've got food in the form of tea, which I'm trying to actually drink tea right now rather than eat my chimichangas because winter is coming. Well, at some point. I think it's like midsummer right now or late spring, one of the two. So I don't think we have to worry about it just yet, but I want my crops to build up and get a good buildup of materials before I start eating everything over the winter. So let's take a chance at this Unbreaking 3 on our pickaxe. There we go. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, and the Silk Touch. Hell yes. So here we go, off to the Nether again. So let's see what we can do down here. I gotta say the mod authors really did a good job making the Nether kind of horrifying. So good job. Good job. And when I say horrifying, I mean horrifying, because it's just lava everywhere. Well, but maybe it's just this biome. It could just be this biome that I'm nervous about, which is, I think, justified considering how ridiculous it is. So, all right, so let's take a look at our journey map and see. Yes, I know what's new. Thank you very much. Let's see what we've got here on the map. So I'm not seeing anything just immediately showing up here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head to the east, because that seems to be like the safest way to go. And we are going to be tunneling to do this because, because, things like that. So we're effectively going to tunnel up here and just take a look at our map and see what's going on with that. Guys, can I ask you to move? Because I really need to be right where you're at, and I don't understand why you decided to be right there. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh, our efficiency hammer. Look how cool this is. Now, you got to be careful, because things like that can happen. So, yeah, let's not do that. What the? Oh. Hey, dude. Don't mind me. I'll just be, wandering along here. The nice thing is this Would you stop it? I mean, I appreciate the string, dude, but really? Okay. This stuff... Yeah, good news, bad news. Good news, this stuff is insta-break with our super cool pickaxe. Bad news, this stuff is insta-break with our super cool pickaxe. So, yeah, how are we going to do this? Let's just bridge. What the hell is that? What? What? Just what? Oh, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Just hopefully it doesn't knock me off. That would suck. Let's not do that. How many arrows do I have? Oh. No. Nope, 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 nope. Time to go, time to go, time to go. Time to go. It's behind me, isn't it? Oh, run, 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 run. Run some more. Oh, what in the world? Just why? Just why? There. Enough. At least they're not too tough. Really? Nope. Nope. Stay there. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Looks like we're going into a new biome over here that has just tons of blackstone in it. And purple things. I'm not sure what the purple things are. Okay, here we go. Oh, ow, my knees. Oh, always hurts when I do that. Oh. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, God, come on. Okay, you're done. What are these things? And can they be killed easily? Why are they flinging things at me? No, no, just stop. God, what is going on? What did you drop? Did you drop basalt? Really? You dropped basalt. Okay. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, let me see if we can... Oh, that's lava, isn't it? That's just going straight down. Okay. Ow. Ow. Oh, my... What? Where'd he go? There he is. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. What? Is he flinging things at me? Blackstone bulb. Okay. What does the blackstone bulb do? Anything? I mean, it's a light source. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Are you oh! I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. This is not good. Enough. Ow. Ow. I'd like to stop being on fire now. Oh, there's another one of those. Oh, and there's piglins. Oh, there's piglins. I forgot to wear gold. No. Ow. Jerk. Drop bears, huh? No. Oh my god, why is everything trying to kill me? Well, not precisely what I was looking for, but you know what? That's a start, at least, and I'm loving the musical score. I think this is just for whatever mod they chose to use for this particular pack, but my goodness, it's beautiful. I mean, the music is just great. It's so nethery. It almost sounds like something that C14 would have made for this. So, did you guys hear that? That's not my imagination, right? Is the Soul Sand screaming at us? That's the most horrifying thing I've ever heard. This week. Yeah, okay. We're done getting soul sand now. All done now, bye. Whoa. Whoa. No. Oh, that's a mosquito. Oh, it's time to go. It's time to go. It is time to go and get away from... Really? No. Time to go. Time to go. Run, 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 run. Thank you, Mr. Mosquito. I appreciate that. Time to... Oh, I blocked myself in. Go. Go, 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 go. Nope. Yeah, I think our Nether adventure is done for the time being. Oh, okay, that was utterly terrifying. So, like, those mosquitoes are bad enough when they're just, regular. When they're legendary and have, like, legendary effects, they are all kinds of no fun to deal with. So, thank you, no. We're gonna just take a nap now. And now that we're back from our horrifying Nether adventure, we are going to get into some steel working, I think. So, we've got this built. We've done some building here. I still want to get this done down here at some point. And the vines are coming in. And actually, this looks a lot better with the vines. It's growing on me. I'm kind of liking it. We need to get some steel production going because I need a better power generation plan than just let's go ahead and burn, compressed carbon until the end of time. So I've made myself a couple of copper ore hammers. You can make whatever kind of ore hammer you want, but copper, there's not a lot of uses for it. Let's be honest. It's cool looking, it's neat to build with, but really there's not a lot you can do with it. I mean, you can't even really make decent tools out of it, even with silent gear. So, make your copper war hammers. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So I went down and mined some iron. So we've got some iron dust. We've got some coal. So we're going to go ahead and make some steel. So we need this. We need 4 of these, and we need iron dust, and that gives us 1 steel dust. That's how many resources this takes to make 1 steel dust. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of slow. All right, I knew we needed steel for something here. We need 3 steel nuggets to actually make the leadstone solar panel. So we need the 3 photovoltaic cells, redstone dust, leadstone solar core, which we've got plenty of. So let's go ahead and we can move this over. So there's our solar core, our voltaic cell. So we've got 3 of those, steel nuggets, so we can make a leadstone solar panel. There we go. So this is the beginnings of power generation for this. It only creates 1 FE per tick. It transfers 2 per tick and has a capacity of 1,000. So it's not great. The hardened solar panels actually do 8 and 16. So they're actually not too bad. Honestly, though, getting up to the redstone solar panels is probably where we want to be, because that does 64,128 and has a capacity of 64,000. So, and then to make the redstone solar core, we need electrum, the hardened solar core, which has Invar, and that which is lead. So, I mean, we've got to build quite a bit to get there. So to start with, I'm just going to create a couple of these, and that'll be more than enough to run just the furnaces. That's really all we needed to run, honestly. Oh, it's dark. Fantastic. Let's go sleep. And it's done, and it's just that simple. No, it's not. Nothing's that simple when you're talking about cyclic and a few other things. So, yeah, the silver furnaces, I don't think are going to work the way we actually have these set up. So we should be able to make the small lab furnaces now. So there's 2 of those. So let's see. Let's see if this works, shall we? So let's get rid of... Oh, we had a bunch of stored experience in there. Well, that's cool. Give me that one too. Nice. Okay, so the small lab furnace. So let's see what happens. I think we're going to need to upgrade the electrical furnace. I don't think there's any way around it. There we go. Okay, so it just needed to be normally output here. So that just needs to be normal. And then as soon as we put another electric furnace on top of this, we need more hoppers. So you give me 2 more hoppers. And then, what are we missing here? Oh, the small lab furnace. There we go. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and put our silver furnaces away. We'll clear that out. So now, when we attach this, it just attaches normally, and you don't even need to mess with the wrench. So this is now powering up as well. So you can see this is at 31%. So, I mean, it's going to be slow, unfortunately. Just there's not much we can really do about that. We can't really get around it in any good way. Look at how fast the power goes down when you've got this on 3 times speed. Wow. Wow. Okay. That is, I mean, it's fast. I'll give it that. But it's going to take a lot more than just 3 solar cells. Oh, and it's dark out. Well, that might be another reason why we're not getting a whole lot of power, is because we're trying to do this in the middle of the night. That's probably not smart when you've got solar power as your main source. And then the other problem was this one was being blocked by the leaves on this tree over here, so we had to do a little bit of pruning. So we were only working on with 2 of our 3 solar panels actually functional. So there was that. We now have a completely, well, mostly automated setup. I just wish we could get this to output to output to something much more easily than it is, because basically if we want this to output into anything, we're going to have to run item cables to wherever you want the output to be. I mean, oh God, it's just going to be so difficult to do that, because, I mean, ideally, like I said, I would love to have the output go directly into our storage system over here, but in order to do that, we would have to run cabling all the way through the bedroom and over here and into that. I mean, I suppose we could have the output go down into a block here, like into a barrel here, and then have the cabling go under the floor. But then it'd be going. Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, we'll totally get this figured out. But for right now, I mean, we've got a little bit more automated system. We've got power. We're not using coal anymore, except for well, except for the stove over here, which I haven't actually. I could hook up power to the stove, too. Ooh, hey. We can actually run some cabling over to the stove, too. That'd be fantastic. I think I might end up doing that. So that way we're not using any kind of old burnt logs for anything anymore. We're just using all solar. Although, well, I don't know. Having a non-solar backup might be smart. I mean, the sun doesn't shine all the time. So having something that doesn't run on solar power and just runs on good old-fashioned fossil fuels might be a good idea. But we'll have to worry about trying to get all that stuff set up here in the next episode, because I am out of time for the day. We got quite a bit done today. We got the tunnel underneath built, which I may actually put more machines and stuff in. Maybe our nuclear reactor will go under there. Yes, we're going to be building a nuclear reactor. I've never built one before on my own. I've always had someone else help me with it. So we're going to be using the Bigger Reactors mod to make an actual nuclear reactor at some point in this playthrough. So stick around for me blowing up the mountain. But we made our enchanting house over here, which the more I look at it, the more I like it. I like the way that it's actually come out. I like the vines. That's a nice addition to it. I do like the way that this actually turned out. It looks like an old dilapidated building that's just been sort of repurposed into, a library, which I appreciate. So why is there a fly trying to get in my house? Get out. I will swat you. And we got that done. We got the tunnel done. We got some automation set up. We got our first power generation, as you can see over there in the top left-hand corner of the screen. We got our first power generation done, so we actually have some solar power. We don't have to worry about burning coal anymore for a lot of things, which is great, because that's always a concern, is what you're going to use for a smelting material, a raw material, to actually be able to make other stuff. So I'm very glad we were able to take care of that. Next episode, we'll have a couple other things to do. I might actually finish this mountain bit over here off camera, because placing dirt's kind of dull to watch. I mean, even if it's in a montage or a time lapse, it's still kind of dull. So I think I'll probably do that off camera, and then maybe do a little bit of exploration as well, and see if I can find more stuff we can throw in our salvager. Make more diamonds out of nothing. So, but I hope you had fun. I hope you had a good time. Please click like and subscribe on your way out the door if you are not subscribed, but don't feel like you have to be subscribed. Just hang out here and watch. I do this for fun. I do this for entertainment, so don't ever feel like that you're being pressured into liking or subscribing anything while I'm around. So I'm just glad that you're here along with us for the ride, and whatever you do tonight, make sure you go out, play some games, have some fun. I'll see y'all again real soon. Have a good night, everybody. Well, that's fabulous timing.